today, companies, they're connected in many more ways than they used to be in the past. You used to just have your internal software running for your company. But as companies are changing, the network are also really changing, the suppliers around them, the customers, and they want to be connected in whole new ways. And what we help them do is to connect with all of the supply chain and run all of the transactions and collaborate with all of the suppliers. In a way, a little bit like Facebook, but instead of vacation pictures, it's financial transactions, payments, and so on. This is an extremely important area. Many companies are trying to figure out who they're dealing with. If you're having very complex supply chains, you often have many different layers. So one of the things that we help companies do is to assess the identity, but also the risk around who they deal with. And I think as companies are moving online identity is also becoming an increasingly important part of that process, figuring out, can you trust your business partner? Can you trust who you're doing business with? And in a way, networks is a very good model of validating that, because you can see also who else they're doing business with and who else they're connected with. I think we got to get rid of the notion of internal and external. I think the borders are going to be much more blurry. The way we work with our supply chains today, the way we work with our customers, it's much more integrated. So this idea that I only have my own small world and that's my company, I think you're going to see sort of seamless collaboration between the outside and the inside. And that's the new model, instead of just thinking about what I can do for one entity in the whole value chain. It used to be in the West, there was a lot of early adoption of technology. Today, I think it's actually moved to a lot of emerging markets. China is way ahead when it comes to mobile, so smartphone and tablet penetration for business use. Africa is way ahead when it comes to mobile payments. And I think one of the reasons you're seeing these huge jumps is that there's less infrastructure in place to begin with. So you can just leapfrog, you can go to the next level. So we are seeing a lot of uptake in this region. So I think the whole security question is kind of almost reversed right now. So you can take a company like Sony, who experienced a hack against their systems. If their email, if their internal systems have been running in the cloud, exactly the same attack would have been much harder. So I think we're getting a critical point today where cloud infrastructure is actually more secure and more safe than the offline systems. And the reason is really you're caught in this security race between hackers and people who want to penetrate systems and those who want to protect them. And the big companies like Google, Facebook and so on, they can afford a lot better infrastructure, a lot better people to do this protection than the individual IT departments in these big companies.